Hello, hello, this is a sound check. Where is the music? Testing the sound. Oh, cool. Hello. Wow. I am a ghost. Let's just put that down. Hello, Grew the Wanderer. Moonchild Makeup. Hi. Good to see you again. Sound is okay. Good. I look like a ghost. One moment. Is this thing on? My favorite thing ever? Ooh, we'll just turn that down for me. I used to play in a band for a bit. Anyway, we were doing a sound check on, it was December 12th of 2012. And we're like, today is National Sound Check Day, because the date was 1-2-1-2-1-2. Happy Post Canada Day, yes. Yeah, it was good. I went around town and I gave people cookies. Because I made these maple bacon. I finally did the maple bacon cookies. You just realized someone gifted you a sub. Thanks. Yeah, that was Tina Hendricks. She did a crazy gift sub. Oh, I should use a ruler. What could go wrong? Or what could go wrong? It's just perfect paper. I guess that's fine. Anyway, yeah, she gifted like 20. It was wonderful. And that was so sweet. So sweet. Oh, maple cookies. Yeah, here's my problem. For some reason, my taste buds are dead to maple. So I put a little bit of it. I didn't use an extract. I used an essence. So it's water-based. It's quite strong. I think that's where my eraser went. I haven't painted in so long. There's so many things in my painting. Anyway, I'm just gonna grab my brushes and get them all set up here. Anyway, so I put some in, put some more in. Couldn't taste it. And then all of a sudden I could taste it and it was strong. Like it was like overwhelmingly mapley. Because originally I was going to sell them, but anyway, they were bad. And there's bacon in them too. You live in, Uruguay? Did I say that right? You don't have maple. Not the real original thing. And you always wanted to try it. I'll send some to you. I can send you store-bought packaged maple cookies. So have you ever had maple at all, ever? Okay. Let's try, I'm gonna want these brushes eventually, but not right away. I have to sneeze. This is very inconvenient. I muted it. We're good now. You've never had maple ever. Sorry, that was my weird random sneeze. I thought you guys probably didn't want to see that. Yeah, maple it's very light. I'd share some with you. So delicious with fluffy pancakes. Yes. It's true, it's very light. What they used to do, they used to go tree tapping. This is my very limited knowledge on maple. They used to go tree tapping in the winter, and then you would, let's start with 3 cards, I think. You would mix it in with the snow, and that's what kids used to do for, like treats. They would eat, maple in snow. That was, candy to them. Okay, what am I doing? I am doing some watercolor painting today. I used to only do watercolor strings, and I haven't done it in almost a year. It's been crazy. I've been doing cookies and games and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm gonna do some watercoloring today. This is my first kind of more than one day off of cookies in probably a month, and so I'm taking a break from cookies. But I want to keep practicing, so today I'm going to be working on some watercolor. Cookies are a thing. I do not need the scissors. And I want to get more into them because every time I do, they're very popular. You can send me dulcely. Oh, I'm going to ruin this. Is English your second language? I've heard of that. How do I say it? Leash? Leish? Ugh. I'm not very skilled when it comes to other languages. Oh, I'm gonna grab some paper towel. Anyway, I'm going to practice some flowers because I just want to do some watercolor floral cookies. I think would look really lovely. Anyway, so I'm gonna practice that today and just relax. And that's so funny that that did that. You stay there. Spanish. Cool. Okay, so excuse me as I have no accent. What continent is Uruguay in? Is that Europe or is it South America? Also, don't feel like you have to share. So I'm gonna start with this color because I really like it. And because I haven't watercolored, I haven't streamed watercoloring in a long time. The last time I actually did watercolor painting was probably... When did I get that commission? I think it was February. Was the last time I painted. Anyway, I just, I'm a little rusty, so I'm just gonna do something I know. That's so cool. You know, for the longest time, I've been like, I need to learn another language. But it has yet to happen. Although I'm kind of picking up on a little bit of Japanese just from the amount of Japanese television I watch. I've just been watching anime, and so I'm starting to pick up a little bit on their language. Just like the super common phrases and stuff. It's like a super smooth caramel milk paste. Okay, you used to fill cakes or pancakes. You would fill the pancake or like put it on a pancake? Or between two cookies? South America, that's so cool. I love that. So it's probably quite warm where you are, hey? I should finish you up here. I'm just gonna make a little bud. Can I still paint roses? Oh, new emotes. That makes me excited. Hey, polyester kit. Phased out. What is this? Not food. This is not food. No, I don't have any orders till next week. And I decided to take a bit of a break from cookies because, my goodness, I'm feeling creatively a little burnt out. So I'm practicing flowers that I will paint on my cookies. So I want to do a couple batches. I'll just do like a white flood on them. And watercolor on some flowers. But the last time I had some issues with the liquids, and so I really want to get my techniques practiced here. So I'm just gonna play around. I have a bunch of little cards where I'm using to warm myself up, and then I'll do a bigger piece, but I'm just doing some roses right now. I haven't done it in so long. Polyester kit, I loved your flowers from your garden. Did you grow those from seeds? Or are they like perennials, or having a birthday party and you're getting the best gift? Oh, are you actually having a birthday party? Or are you just answering the question of the day? Time off secured and a romantic evening with your love after you help her move. Just under 4 weeks away. Oh, that's lovely. I know, I feel like as I get older, I care less and less and less about stuff. More emotes. That was so exciting. Although I realize now I'm going to have to, maybe that'll be my stream tomorrow. I'm going to need to start working on a new emote. Because I've used all the ones I have. Because I pre-made them. Back when I reached affiliate, I made like 5 because I didn't know that there was different levels. So I just made a bunch. Which is great. Actual gift is slightly used dishwasher and middle-aged goals. You love watercolor. Oh, yeah, me too. It's so relaxing. Honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna do up little cards. Maybe I'll put them in the mail. I realized I should have done it more of a postcard shape. What's a color that would go with this? I think let's do like a deep blue. And let's do a different kind of flower. I'm gonna use a different brush. What other flowers can I do? Oh, you know what color I like with this? Let's do like a burnt orange here. You've always wanted to learn how. Oh, the best way is to just pick up a brush and start. This palette, I don't know what you have where you're at. But it's from Michael's. It's like our really entry-level craft store. They have expensive stuff, but this palette of paint, it's like a $9 set of paints. I do not have fancy stuff. This is my basic paper. I think the pack of 24 was maybe $12. Like, these brushes were like the entry-level, like, no-name brand brushes. Like, that's how I started. The bitter materials, I won't lie, I've heard are fantastic. I personally have never used high-quality materials. But it's always worked out fine for me. YouTube is also wonderful. I just watch like YouTube tutorials and kind of see the difference between washes, but I feel like practice is great. Also other people, there's one person who's on my host list. Oh, I can never say her last name. It's Emma Lazuri, I think. Maybe I should do a shout out for her. She is like the watercolor one I would go to watch her stuff. Emma. Okay, I'll have to do it later. Anyway, her stuff is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. She's taught me a lot about watercolor. In the garden for the last few years. That's cool. I have some tiger lilies in my garden that are starting to look like they're going to bud soon. I have some African daisies I planted from seeds, and I'm so stoked. Everybody's arting tonight. Yeah! What day is it? Thursday? It's weird. I was gonna do a game, and then I was like, I don't really feel like playing a game. And then I realized I could paint. I haven't painted in probably forever. Well, in like a few months, but it feels like forever. And I'm really using self-control to not start singing Frozen right now. For the first time. You should check out Polyester Kit. Polyester Kit has some lovely stuff. Yeah, this is my like first year growing flowers at all. And I was like, it's been an emotional journey. I was like, it's not gonna work. Hey, it's working. It's not gonna work. Hey, it's working. So these are kind of like, I'm gonna say they're baby's breath, but like orange baby's breath. I've actually heard baby's breath are super not awesome for like growing. Pottery is love, seriously. I feel like, do you ever feel like Google is stalking you? Like you talk to someone on the phone, you don't even search something, and then all of a sudden it just kind of shows up in your ads, and you're like, I'm being stalked by the internet right now. Who's bugged my phone? Who's listening? Polyester Kit does do great stuff. Very, very cool stuff. Anyway, I was looking at something and it's just like, what was it? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, what was it? Last time I was talking about like a piece of furniture and then it just kind of showed up in my Google and I was like, what? Anyway, recently I feel like the internet's been stalking me. We're talking about plants. Happens all the time, Google stalkers. It's crazy. I'm like, are you listening? I mean, honestly, privacy-wise, I don't have anything to hide. So I'm probably the boringest person to stalk ever. Like, here, I will share my Google searches with you. What are my last Google searches? Let's look together. Let's look at my history. This is how much oh, it doesn't work here. This is how much I don't care. Some of your stream times out in an irritating need for sleep. I know, I've heard that humans are the only thing, like, creatures that choose not to sleep. Okay, here we go. My most recent Google searches. Dawson Creek closes due to water damage. What causes royal icing to bleed? Sorry, an error occurred on Vistaprint. Cookie cutters. Custom cookie cutters. Jackbox TV. There you go. Those are my super boring Google searches. You made an appointment at H&R Block today. Then you get an email from TurboTax. Creepy. Speaking of which, I got a call from H&R Block and they were like, I got a message and they were like, hey, we need to ask you a question before we can file your taxes. And then I forgot to call them back and then they never called me back. Anyway, that's my verbal processing of I should probably call them back. I feel, yeah, it's weird. It's kind of odd. But whatever. I mean, I haven't even been looking up 3D printer stuff, but Mr. Davebeard is like, he's ordered a 3D printer to make cookie cutters, and he wants to start doing 3D printing. We just got a bunch of filament for it, which is really exciting. But now I'm getting ads for 3D printers, and I'm like, I haven't looked up anything about 3D printers. I think maybe he showed me a YouTube video on my computer. I don't know why I'm getting ads on my phone for it. You're arguing with 2 different revenue departments. I remember you saying you're like have some stuff in 2 countries or something like that. Having to take the finished one to court because of a super dumb tax decision. Oh no. Yeah, paperwork and taxes and I don't know why they don't teach how to file your taxes in high school. I feel like that's a far more useful thing to learn than like calculus, because I feel like 90% of people don't use their calculus unless you like are going for a math degree. My stem looks funny. Ah! Okay, that's gonna be a leaf. I think my brush is too thick. Maybe that's my problem. Anyway, I'm a huge advocate for, I think, my whole bud. This is why we do a test run. Here, we'll just turn this into a leaf. I need more water. Ah! Here, we'll just do some wet on wet stuff. I really don't like this stem. Let's cover it up with something. What can we cover it up with? More flowers. Let's do the starbursty one. Last time I did this, I messed it up, but we're gonna try. You're not, you're too big. Anyway. I'm sorry your tax stuff sounds so complicated. That's not what I want. You're not the one that I want. You are not the one that I want. I'm looking for an angled brush. I thought I had a smaller one, but apparently I do not. Okay, is it just me? Or has anyone else noticed? Maybe, is it the whole world that mosquitoes are really bad this year, or is that just me? I feel like mosquitoes are like so terrible this year. Let's do a blue. I feel like this needs a blue in it. Your house number's broke in the kiln. No! They were so lovely. I'm sorry. Because you probably don't have any stencils or anything, hey? Do you just do that off of, like, the top of your head kind of thing? Like, is it totally... like, from scratch kind of thing? Or do you have, like, a stencil? That's so sad. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Okay. Just gonna try and do maybe I'll do the big one next. I'm feeling warmed up enough. Unless we should try a sunflower. Last time I did a sunflower, it turned out quite poorly. Gru, I really like your emote. I feel like the people ones are so good, but I might just keep doing moose because I'm lazy like that. Well, not lazy. I just like the moose faces. The numbers from a Word document. Oh, nifty! And then you have to like trace them out and... I'm gonna throw some blue in here too. I was blue, and we'll just have some little boop boop boops coming out this way. Okay. I feel warmed up enough. I'm gonna try a sunflower because I'd really love to get a sunflower right, and there's some really pretty ones. Where's my inspiration? And I have yet to do it in a way that I think is pretty. I actually did that for... I wanted to make a bunch of like wood palette signs once, and so I... Oh, do I want to do a sunflower? Okay, nope, I don't. Let's do some florals. I like going around the corners. So we're gonna start down here, and we're gonna do some random stuff, and it's gonna be great practice. Let's do a fluffy flower. What are they called? Peonies? Oh, let's do a poppy. Make up your mind, Sarah. Because I'm growing poppies. Do you have a favorite flower? I think mine are lilies, which is hilarious because I think lilies are like the one thing I've actually not painted yet. Maybe because I love them so much I don't want to like do them poorly. Anyhow, I was making all these wood palette signs once, and I printed all of them from a Word document, and I found it was like so hard to trace them all. Fry some eggplant. Yum. I used to think eggplant was gross, but I never had it cooked right. And I actually really like eggplant in... Oh, what did I make? Veggie lasagna. Do it as like a noodle layer. It's quite tasty. Let's do a... Oh, we'll do a bud on it. Let's do a flower there. Let's do another one over here. Are you just frying it in oil? I've been wanting to try breading it, because I feel like anything breaded is delicious. Have you ever tried those deep fry anything things at carnivals? I have not. But I always found the concept fairly interesting. There's one time my mother and I just went to a bulk section and grabbed a bunch of random stuff, and we were like, let's just cover all of this in chocolate and see what happens. I think my favorite was the animal crackers. Believe it or not, chocolate covered animal crackers are surprisingly good. Although I feel like there's not a lot of things that would be gross covered in chocolate. Like I've heard of chocolate covered beef jerky as a thing. Might have a fun, salty, sweet kind of texture to it. What would be gross covered in chocolate? Taco meat. I don't think tacos would be good with chocolate. You love breaded eggplant. Oh, a little oily. Yeah, I feel like... Do you cook eggplant till it's like really soft? I feel like I like it a little more on the like firm side. Yeah, it used to scare me, and then I started doing these vegan meals, and I actually used a bit of eggplant, and I was surprised. It's actually quite good. Although I feel like my palette has expanded a lot since I was, you know, the last time I tried eggplant, which is probably when I was like 12. I feel like once you get hungry enough, you just stop caring. Personally, anyway. Like, whatever, it's food. Okay, these look dry, so let's start doing... So this is kind of... Normally I do words in the middle and then I do flowers around the side. I really like this off green. That looks like a round tipped brush. So I'm gonna do red. Are there other colors of poppies? Although it starts a little orangey, so let's use... I might just go straight into red, I think. Oh. Brushing on the oil, it's like a sponge and it soaks it up. Oh, do you fry it with anything else, like garlic or other delicious things? I finally caved and like made a meal plan today for grocery shopping. And that's kind of fun. I like that. That's fun. Okay, I'm gonna leave it and I'll come back. So I want to have different like layers of petals. That's the biggest thing I find with watercolor is it's so simple. It almost feels like wrong. Depends on the type though. I really like this is kind of like a freestyle watercolor style. I haven't answered my question of the day. Having a birthday party. On a side note, I had a friend of mine who's normally my go-to tortoise sitter. It was her birthday and I was paying her in cookies. So I messaged her yesterday and I'm like, hey, I have your cookies. Can I come drop them off? And she was like, I thought you were really early. And then I realized my birthday's tomorrow. And I feel like, personally, that's the true sign of adulthood, is when you start forgetting about your birthday. Because it stops being so magical. Is that just me? Do people still love their birthdays? I do like them, but I've also kind of gotten to a point where I'm like, I'll have a dinner with, like, the people I live with. I'm gonna do a couple buds. I was really disappointed. One of the few plants that I planted this year that actually took off were my poppies. I'm trying to think of their leaves. They're really big, so I'm gonna use a different brush for that. That seems like it needs to come down more. Because I thought I was only gonna get one flower, but a poppy plant? Whew, there's so many flowers on that thing now. Quite excited. Anyway, what kind of gift would you want? Honestly, you could just give me icing tips. And I would be fine with that. Okay, we're gonna do some buds on those ones. And let's do... I'm gonna use my round tip, I think. Poppy leaves are... They almost kind of have a texture of kale. I'm frying it plain today for a pita sandwich. Yum! Are you gonna put anything else in it? I feel like beans might be good in that. At the request of an arty friend, you're making American cheese biscuits. Are there... Do you have a different kind of cheese biscuit? If so, tell me. No, similar to scones. Icing tips. Store in the bag in an airtight container. Why is it in an airtight container? I've lost it. On stream, Saturday around 5 Eastern Summer Time. I like Eastern Standard? Saturday. Oh, you're gonna stream it on Saturday. 5 a.m. You know what? I should take note of that. Because there's some days I'm decorating cookies until that late. So... I was messaging a friend And she's like, I saw the timestamp. And I was like, wow, Sarah got up early. Normally she doesn't get up till like 8, which is fair. And then she's like, oh, then I saw you said you haven't gone to sleep yet. Go to bed. He's 7 hours ahead of me. So right now it's like 10:30-ish. Did I get that right? Oh, 1:20 a.m. Oh, so Eastern Standard. So that would be East Coast. So for me, so it's 1 o'clock where you are. So that would be 12 minus 2. So like 10 hours ahead of me-ish. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, so 10 hours ahead of me. Whew. Hummus and mango chutney. A little onion and tomato. Can you cook for me? That sounds amazing. That sounds fantastic. And delicious. Are you vegetarian or do you just enjoy vegetables? I ask because it sounds like something that I would make for like a vegetarian. It's 7:21 p.m. where you are. So 4 hours. Is that right? PM? 3, 4. I think so. You said you wanted icing tips. I do. Oh, like the end of bags, not like the tips of icing. Is that our confusion? I just want the little metal tips. Number 1s, because I can't find them anywhere. I'm so bummed. And they're like the ones I want the most of. Hit maximum reward level. Do I get to tell you what to sing? Oh no. Okay, true story. Singing makes me super nervous. However, I'll still do it because I put it in the rewards. Because I thought it'd be fun. If I know it, I will sing it. If not, I'll pretend I know it, but it might not sound like how you want it to. Adore mango. You have to use a small amount of it, or it'll overwhelm other flavors. I love mango, and you can overwhelm me with it. Mango, what are they called? It's an Indian drink. It's like made with like a yogurt that's cultured is the word I'm looking for. So yummy. You're not a vegetarian. Okay, you just eat deliciously vegetable-y things. I am not either. It just sounded really fancy in a way that I feel like vegetarians eat. Granted, potato chips and Oreos are vegetarian, so it's not always the case. You love mango too. I know, it's so good. There's not a lot where I live too. It's a very, and when you do get them, they're quite expensive. But I found surprising when I went to India, there's no berries, like berry flavored anything. And like strawberry, blueberry, raspberry is like a lot in Canada, so. Ironical and amusing, or not. I found it amusing. Anything with a winky face, I'm like, solid. The only exception is garlic. You can never put too much garlic in a dish for me. Seriously, I am... Anytime it's like, put in 2 garlic cloves, I'm like, so 7, right? I've never felt overwhelmed with garlic. If anything, I feel like most things need more garlic. Ginger. Oh, you am a oh, so you are a ginger and you love ginger. I also love ginger. I have a curry that calls for ginger. Normally what I'll do is I'll get fresh ginger and then I'll chop it up and stick it in the freezer, like pre-chopped, so then I can always put like fresh ginger in something because it's so much better than ginger powder. Or like taking a clump of fresh ginger and putting it in some hot water like a tea with some lemon and honey. It's very tasty. New brand of chutneys. It's more sweet, not spicy. Mango Lassi. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Polyester kit. They're so yummy. You can buy them now. We have quite a large Indian community where I live, and I love it because the grocery stores are starting to bring in more like Indian brand foods, and you can get Mango Lassi in like a jug like orange juice now, and I'm like, sweet. I mean, I can't drink it because it makes me sick because of the dairy, but I love that it's an option. The cat has kindly allowed me enough of the bed to lie in a straight line. What a nice cat. Is it taking over? Oh my goodness. I was visiting a friend yesterday, and they have this cat that stalked my child until it had a reason to get mad at the child to scratch it. They were like, "You're such a jerk." I love their cat, but it's so sassy. Then like walks away and sways its hips like, Oh my gosh, it was very amusing. My child is 5, which is why it's amusing. Indoor market in town. Tapu Pali, I don't know if I said that right, has candy ginger. That does sound very om nom nom. That sounds amazing. I haven't had candy ginger. I did candy lemons once. You boil it in 50, like a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar and water. This is too intense for me. And then what color should we use next? I'm kind of in like warm colors. I did a poppy. I don't feel like doing lavenders. Let's do some roses. Sure, let's do some roses. We'll do them purple. Do you think purple would look nice? I think purple would look nice. Anyway, you boil them and then you cook them in the oven, and they like come out all like it takes the bitterness out of the rind enough that you can eat the whole thing, and it's delicious. All sorts of homemade foods and restaurants. I love it. That sounds like a great place to visit. Ginger beer. You know, I want to love ginger beer, but I have yet to. No, I'm not going to do a rose. Let's do a peony. Fluffy thing. I'm feeling the fluffiness. I'm digging it. I want to love ginger beer, but I have yet to to find some. I have like 2 sips. I'm like, that was nice, and then I'm done. And that's it for me. Chutney that you remember. Chutney is really yummy. I had my one boss that I worked with, we were doing an event, and they did like an Indian theme, and she had a lot of friends who had moved here from India, and they did some mango chutneys. Oh, actually, I've made a chutney. It was an apple chutney that went with pork, and it was actually quite tasty. You just like cook down fruit for the most part. I feel like this needs some more dark accents to it. Okay, and then I would just flip the petals out. So that's gonna dry. Oh, I overpedaled. Ah! We'll just make it make sense. We'll come in and add some details out later. Only Old Jamaican extra spicy has enough ginger for you. Oh, like ginger beer. Can't have alcoholic ginger beer. Yeah, for sure. I didn't know that there was alcoholic ginger beer. I thought it was all like normal. Well, not like non-alcoholic is the word I'm looking for. I didn't know that that was a thing. Okay, I once did a project. Okay, let's try and do this a little more dainty. In school, where I was studying the history of like Greek food, and I did a project and I think it was Romans are really into, it was like, their staples were like oil, bread. I made a focaccia. I can talk. And wine. So I brought a non-alcoholic wine. I don't even really like wine itself, but I had the principal be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "It's grape juice. It's fine." Fiance dug up my tiny garden. It was mostly weeds, planted some seeds, and the cat was super upset over the removal of her walk-in salad buffet. Do cats eat them? Like plants? I've seen some cats coming and chewing on stuff, and I don't really understand. I was like, I didn't think they did that. Oh, are you trying to do a command? I am super not. That is not what is playing. No, that's what's on my Stream Elements thing. This one, here, sorry, I can tell you. This is called the Honey Hive Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy. Sorry. I need to get updated with my tech. I really do. I've also found this one YouTube artist who does some really awesome, like, lo-fi video game songs, who says that streamers can use it for free. Video game music. What is, oh, Muzak. Anyway, I want to get some of that playing. But I need to, the only thing is they would like credit for it. So I'm like, I need to figure out how to do that. What am I going to put in the middle of this? Let's put no, we'll just grow the flowers into the middle. I do really like the poppies. Let's do some little guys. I want to do some, you are cruel. I had some inspiration up and then it just reloaded new things. For shame. Why must your love be so pointy? Are you getting needed? At least you're needed. Ha 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 ha. I always think of, if you watched Looney Tunes, there used to be this sketch they had where there were Moose Call Gru! I'll have to study up on this. Okay. It's better. I feel like I'm improving. I really do. That's just for you. Just for you, Gru. Okay. No more inspiration here. Anyway, I think of that old sketch from Looney Tunes where there's like the bulldog and the little cat, and he like loves the bulldog, but the little cat's like kneading into his skin. Sir, Mr. Dr. Singer, did you get it to come up this time? Oh, it's stuck in my throat. Gross. I had nothing. I was good. Okay. Phased out. Do you have a song you want me to attempt to sing? Or do you want me to just make a song about you? Well, let me know. Africa? Okay, I'll have to pull up some chords here. Let's see, can I paint and Google at the same time? Because I am not one of those, like, super talented people that just plays by ear. I wish I was, but I'm really not. Shut the back door. Oh dear. This is getting too serious. It's just fun. It's just a fun thing. I'm also not a fantastic singer, but I just pretend I know what I'm doing. So I used to do in theater. I was like, I don't know why they're giving me songs to sing, but here I am. Okay. Wow, that's not useful. Until then, I'm gonna do a rose while this loads. Let's do, so I have a cool color. I'm kind of in the pastels. It's not like bright colors. We could do a burgundy, I think would look really nice. I think burgundy. You are not working. Let's do burgundy. I could do that brownie orange actually. No, I think I could use some more like purple tones. Some like blue tone stuff. And we'll put some roses. This area is quite bare. May I? No, that didn't work. Like a Ron Burgundy. I don't know who that is. Gru, I feel like you have a fantastic sense of humor and you are very like clever, and I don't understand any of the reference because I must, what's a good term? I'm an old fart. My pop culture knowledge is like... Anyway, I do appreciate your jokes, even if I don't understand what they are. Will Ferrell character, you are younger than I am. Oh dear, yes. Oh! Is that from, My physical age is young. Excuse me, I'm probably older than you. Anchorman. Okay, okay. I did see Anchorman, actually. I'm old in spirit. My cords are not working. I'll have to pull them up somewhere else. But until then, I'll keep painting this rose. I know. See, my problem is, too, is all of my friends are, like, 10 to 15 years older than me. Because I just don't, I do not get old. I just don't click with people my own age. And so they're all going through these, like, aging issues. And I'm like, yeah! And then I'm like, wait. That's not me. Utterly hilarious YouTube video today. Millennial movie? Okay, is it just like a... Okay, we're gonna try this again. So I can get you a song. 26-year-old reacts to Quest for the Holy Grail. I love that movie. If you've never even heard of Monty Python, Monty Python's fantastic. I appreciate British humor quite a bit. I also really, oh, what's the one that's based on the Bible that they did? About the guy that was born the same night. Oh, what's that called? It was really good. Very much the same with you and older friends. Yeah, Life of Brian! Yes, I enjoyed Life of Brian. Brian. It's just a bloody flesh wound. Come back and fight like a man. It's very odd. I can understand if someone never, like, had seen it before. Would be quite shocked. Life of Brian on pirate video. Oh, really? All hail the Jew. No, the guard. When you were like 9. That's fantastic. Okay, my computer cords are not working, so I will Google it on my phone. Because for some reason... Oh, what was the other Monty Python one I really enjoyed? I had a friend who did, The Holy Grail is a musical. Live. Okay. Gross. This is a gross key. B flat. You should transpose, sir. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this. Spamalot. Have I seen Spamalot? I don't know if I've seen Spamalot. I might not be able to play this song if this won't transpose. I could just make up a song about you. Oh, Mr. Blue Sky. I think I really liked... Oh, what was it called? See, this would work if I could see it. Will this fix it? No. What a shame. Your mother was a hamster. That one. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my guitar. It's actually far enough away that I should pop up my... this thing. That's weird. I haven't played it in a long time. Oh no, that's not tune. First person I've hit the max customer rewards on it. Wow, I'm tickled. I feel like lots of people have their customer rewards really high. I was like, I'll start with them low so people will actually be able to do it. Some of them are like 10,000. Trying to think of silly songs I know I could play for you. And all I can think of is Avenue Q right now. Wildjet Gamer is 100,000. Oh, it's a commission piece. That makes sense to me. If you're getting a commission piece, that would make sense. That's what I would do for cookies. It would have to be like 100,000. If I was to do a batch of cookies for someone. I can play. You can ask cookies? It would take a lot to ship to you. I don't know if I'd be allowed. Okay. We'll just make something up. Do you want like a happy song? Or should I get really dramatic about it? That wasn't as sad as it was supposed to be. My musical genius is just not existing. Phased out. Need a prompt. For a special sculpt of a character head. They'll sell to anyone who will pay. Oh. Goodbye. Okay, let's start with the key of G. We'll just do something simple. And faster. That sounds kind of sad, but that's okay. There's a D. A lullaby? That's fun. Okay. Something not so fast. We'll be really like slow with it. It's 4 a.m. You should go to bed instead of chatting with me, but you're here and your cat is ripping up the pillows and the skin on your face, but it's fluffy so you keep it while it cuddles you to bed. So go on, rest that tired head and sleep. La 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 la. Is that cheating? Phased out, go to sleep. Or not. You could stay awake. I should go into metal and just be like, ah! Anyway, that was disappointing, sorry, but there you are. That's my little I'm gonna make up a song for you. My music is dead. It's dead. This is why I'm not in a band anymore. Just kidding, that's not why. We all just graduated. Oh man. Z3. Oh, is this a vase? I thought it was like an emote. Anyway, next time I'll try and even rhyme it for you. Okay, more flowers. Oh, I didn't even turn my music off and it conflicted. I'm so sorry. Oh, hearts. Okay. See, C3 is a chord, so I thought you were telling me what chord to play. My music was probably conflicting. My apologies. You're down to... Okay. Did you understand that my currency is bucks? because moose, like boy moose, are bucks. Does that make sense to you? I said it and Mr. Dayford was like, no one's gonna understand that. But I'm like, it's so clever! They're bucks. Because I'm a moose. I thought it was cool. I feel like my smaller roses are nicer, but that's okay. It's almost the weekend! That's exciting. Not 1:45 in the morning, no. Oh, thanks! Happy Canada Day. Whoop, whoop. I did not do much. I did laundry. I made overly powered maple cookies, which I then dropped on. I went to a friend's house because I was like, you know what? This person has a lot of children. They would probably grow. Okay, let me finish this rose before it dries. Gru, what kind of song do you want? Do you want me to just... Oh, Canada! Oh, okay, I can do that. I thought you were going to make me just do moose calls for a whole song, like sing like... Someone jumps on and like, what kind of a stream is this? This person is dying. I do know that one, yes. I was young enough that they made us sing it in school. Now I think it's just before hockey games. They might still sing it in public schools, I don't know. You did laundry this morning. Tuesday, it's still in the bag. Honestly, I usually just leave laundry in the bag constantly. So, oh, Francois? I do not know it in French. Okay, my computer's being done. Oh, Canada chords. Go. If not, I could sing it without, but that's not as fun. Oh, thump. The little dino boy, hello! We just had some channel requests, which is hence why there's a guitar in my hands. There's a lot of chords on this. I've never played this. I should. Let's see if it's in the right key for me. Well, that's a lot. Oh. This is insane! Every single word is a different chord. That's so crazy. I feel like this is maybe something that should be like done on a piano. 2K moose box. Make it a non-stop Dr. Moose thing stream. I mean, whatever. I like hanging out with you all, so it's fine. That's not a key I can sing in. I feel like these chords aren't right. Let me just try a different one, because this seems wrong. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, Canada, I feel like this is high. Whatever. I'm gonna try and sing it high, and if my voice cracks, sorry, not sorry. I don't know how to play this if it's changing so much. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. It's not pretty. True patriot love in our son's command with glow. That's not the right chord. This is the worst song I've ever sang. I'm doing Canada, but not proud. In hearts we've seen thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard That's my awful guitar playing. My apologies to Canada. Kinda got it near the end there. Ah, well. I have no shame. I don't profess to be an amazing singer, so it's fine. Terry Pritchett wrote the Ankh-Pork national anthem to have the eerie second verse, and the last lines, an uppercase sung extra loud, and everyone knows those. Really? Which national anthem is this for? I really want to witness a national anthem that has in it, because I find that very interesting. I also forgot to turn the music off again. Sorry. I'm actually terrified to sing in front of people, so I purposefully choose to do it. His fictional city on Discworld. Oh! Okay. I need to Google this Terry Pratchett person. They sound like a wonderful human being. More Porkia? More Porkia? Okay, I've been watching a lot of really cheesy shows, and I feel like I keep watching some with, like, little... They just make up fake countries, like the Princess Diaries. There's, like, a fake country, and... Anyway... I always enjoy the names, because they sound kind of, like, weird, and... Oh, he passed away! 50 books on Discworld. What? Didn't know him well. You're friends with most people who did. Like, knew him in person? Really? That's pretty cool. Oh, I don't even know what I just did there. But we're gonna make it work. I need more color. Inner Circle of Out of Ring. Attended my first con in 06. Oh, wow. Okay. I've been to 2... Okay, they were expos, but they were like Comic-Con. It was like Canadian Comic-Con, and they were amazing. It's a haunting sound. I'm in. Okay, what other kind of flowers should we do? I'm gonna do some little fluffy guys, I think. We'll do another rose here. But this has kind of just turned into like a blob. Hammock time! I love hammock. Do I play? I have a piece of icing on my screen. That? No. I have not. I could play it. But I have not heard of it. What kind of a game is it? I love your hammock. I am thinking about your delicious pita in your lovely hammock polyester kit, and your life at the present moment sounds like a lovely place to be. A custom thud set made by Mythcast, amethyst, and it weighs 8 kilograms. What is thud? I need to know. This sounds amazing. Is it like speaking of sets, actually, and are you dwarf or troll centric? Is this that game? It's like a tabletop, like you have to set up like towers and you can paint your little people. I have attended a con. Cause I think I've seen the game. Is it a tabletop kind of game? You have not, alas. Based on a Norwegian game. Yeah, I haven't heard of it, and I haven't played it, but it sounds very interesting. Mr. Dave Beard is looking into 3D printed pieces to make Pathfinder dungeons. So that's kind of the most I like. Post end times, you should visit the Emporium. Oh, you know when things aren't like shut down and no one can travel anywhere? It's weird to think post end time, just that sentence kind of sounds funny to me. Because it's like, technically shouldn't everything end? It's my thought. A book called Thud that would help. Gets you into the series. Okay. If you ask someone where to start, you'll get 47 different answers. Their chance, oh my. Is it along the same lines of like Pathfinder, Dungeons of Dragon, like a tabletop kind of game? I'm just thinking like my brain's trying to like mildly understand. Because I feel like it's a whole new world. Some staunch. You must do from one on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I do not know. I don't know what you'd call these. Sweet peas? I'm just doing little like, I'll do little like things coming out of the flower. The book series started out as a straight parody of standard sword and fantasy epics. Oh, okay. Okay. You just say Thud, and I think of Gold-Toed Jake's cat's name is Thud. Which is what it's making me think of. A cat. Which is not what it is at all. Turned into some extremely clever looks at our world and scenarios. Think of chess with only 2 types of piece movements. Oh! Okay. Cool. I've never heard of it. No, but I'm always looking for more games to play. Have you played Carcassonne? Carcassonne is probably my favorite game ever. Also, not to bring it up again, but I'm bringing it up again. The new Harvest Moon comes out in a week. I'm not excited. You're excited. I'm internalizing my explosion that's going on the inside. One side is one type of movement and the other side is the other type of movement. Oh, so you move differently. Montessori's regiment, for example, explores females pretending to be men in order to serve in the military. Whoa! I don't even understand. This game sounds complicated. You've been playing Stardew Valley. Little Dino Boy, I almost was playing that today. Is it your first time playing through? Are you like a Stardew, like, well-known expert? You have to play both sides in order to have a complete game. Is it a one-player game or do you play against someone? The first time, what do you think of it? I'm pretty stoked because I feel like the new Harvest Moon has taken a lot from Stardew Valley. Because I feel like Stardew Valley has really fixed all of the bugs, I think, in Harvest Moon. And then, I don't know, I think it's great. It's very much, although there's some things where I'm like, you could have thought of your own thing. Granted, Stardew took a lot from Harvest Moon, so I feel like they're just going back and forth. 2 players, okay. Fun but hard to figure out what to do in what order. It's true, there's a lot to do in Stardew Valley. Okay, so is there different kinds of characters in Thud? Like different, like, versions of it? Like, are there just a bunch of different players? Yeah, it's hard to find if you... I usually try and make money first, but especially with the community center, like getting the community center makes life like so much easier, so it's good to always try and do the community center too. But I mean, the mining aspect is a blast, so I find I always end up like just mining a lot. So keep in mind, there's the game and the book, and they are separate. Oh! So maybe read the books first and then try the game? Or... This is travel thud. Oh my goodness, and then there's a travel version? This sounds intense. I'm gonna move my paints over here so I'm not confusing my camera constantly. 2 variants of the Thud Classic, which can take ages. Okay. Does it take longer than Monopoly? I once went camping and played a game of Monopoly with my dad the entire time. We just left it set up on the table and it just never ended. That and dominoes. We used to play a lot of dominoes. Okay, now I'm gonna make little spiggly things. Or should I do some more of these guys elsewhere? Maybe I should. Clockwork Gummy, hello, my friend. How are you? Welcome to the chat. How's your day going? We're currently discussing Thud, which I'm still trying to figure out what it is. It's a game and a book. This is my synopsis. It's a game and a book of some sort. Unless you're an expert and you're like, oh no, Sarah, I got this. I know all about that. I've been playing for 17 years. Which is not the case for me. I'm moving too far away, sorry. I tend to do this when I do art. I don't know about you. Are you constantly having to pull yourself up when you create stuff? I am. One of the foremost experts in the game and beat him. Wow! Congrats! Do you really love strategy games? I love a good strategy game. I feel like I'm not as adaptive as I need to, though. Like, I'm always playing against Mr. Davebeard, and if I start winning, I'll win for maybe a round, and then he figures out my strategy, and then adapts to it, and then plays differently. But then I'm still playing the same way, and he just, like, beats me constantly. What game are we talking about? You know, I don't even really fully understand it, Clockwork Gummy. He was trying to figure out your strategy, and you were moving randomly. Oh, I love that. See, that's how I would play. I would just be like, I don't know what's going on. This piece is going this way. It's called Thud. It's like chess with 2 different pieces. And apparently both sides play differently. Did I describe that right? You can't play against a strategy, which did not exist. On the whole time, he was probably like trying to figure out what it was and couldn't. That's clever phased out. Okay, there's a question for you. What's your favorite game of all time? Here, I'll limit it. Like board game. What's your favorite board or card game of all time? So did you end up with a troll club or a dwarf helmet? What does that mean? 8-sided board. Oh! The swarves are like the queen in chess in any amount in a straight line. I did. Do you want a short description? I feel like I'm just gonna have to Google it, and I'm probably gonna get lost in a hole. Trolls can move 1 space. We play for the joy. You posted a picture. Did you whisper it to me? I have links off in chat. But if you send it to me, I can post it. That was the dwarves. My goodness. I don't even know. Okay. Get painting, Sarah. These are usually quick, so we'll see how quick I can go here. Okay, so I have some orange guys. We're gonna do it on 3 sides because I feel like if I only did it on 2, it would look funny. What's everyone doing this weekend? Gru, how many channel points do you have? Seriously. Okay. I feel like it's more throaty. Does that sound like a moose? Here you are. Okay, here we go. Boop. Let's look at this together. Clockwork Gummy, what have you been up to today? How are you doing? It's great to have you here. We'll do some more of these orange guys. My link is loading. Oh, okay. This is less complicated than I thought it would be. It looks kind of like Chinese checkers. Cool, thank you. Then my brain can like understand it. The tie between Flux and Betrayal at House on Hill. Oh, for your favorite board game. I love Flux, and I have a bad habit of wanting to like... That is a nice set. Is that your set faced out? I want to buy all the expansions. Like, I have Batman Flux, and I have Firefly Flux, and I have a lot of Fluxes. But I do enjoy it. That one's fun to do. As with chess, the time it takes to play depends on who is playing. Okay. I was watching Queen of Katwire. It's a movie about a girl who's playing chess, and they do... I didn't know there was, like, national chess competitions. It's intense. But I was like, wow. I am not that smart. I barely understand chess on a normal level. But I've never really tried. You have to play both sides for a full game. You need to appreciate the strategy. Oh, so like each player has to play both sides? Or do you have to get your character to the other side? You've bought almost all of the themed version. Is there a Rick and Morty one? Maybe I'm thinking there's an Adventure Time one. Do you have a favorite version of Flux? I would have to say not Settlers of Catan. Carcassonne. It's like Settlers of Catan. It's probably my favorite board game. I really love it. The travel set. It's sold by the Emporium. Cool. Your wallet may never forgive the next statement I'm going to make. They deliver? Dough. Carcassonne is so fun. I love it. I have up to expansion 6, I think. The last expansion we got was the Fairies and Dragons or something. Princess and Dragons? No, Fairies and Dragons. And I couldn't play it. Because I usually only play it with Mr. Dave Beard. And we, the dragon piece, basically you can eat the other person's people. We had to stop playing it because we were getting too competitive and it wasn't fun anymore. So we just don't play that expansion. But I really like the other ones. Just give. Remove your credit card and relax. Bring an empty suitcase with you. Is this a game store? We have one that's called Great White. It's not like a chain, it's just like one that's in a town close to where I live. And man oh man, the games there. It's also comics and like memorabilia. There's like all sorts of nerdy things that I enjoy. You and your fiance were in there just... You just had luggage? You bought so much stuff you ended up buying a suitcase to carry it back to Finland? Oh my goodness. Where is this store? Is it quite large? I feel like I need to go to like Europe now. Be so fun! I could come meet all my friends. Oh my goodness. One day I'll come visit everyone in Europe. England. You can't go to places. We're in the end times. But I want to come see you. I will get a boat. I will paddle there. Just kidding. I'm not that strong. I'd make it like a kilometer and be like, someone rescue me. I'm turning around. Finland, as I've said before, European Canada. Is it? Have you said that before? My goodness, why was I paying attention? Because that sounds fun. What's your favorite thing about Finland? Yeah, Flux I haven't played in such a long time. But I'm going to be doing some, like, there's a family reunion coming up that I might be going to, and I feel like all we're going to do is board games. They're really into card games, though, that I can't remember the names of. Half of it is covered in snow, half of the year. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty much right. 10% of the people speak another language that everyone has to learn. The Finns are incredibly polite. Is that the one, there was one country, maybe it was Finland, in the last Avengers movie where they landed somewhere in Europe. I think it was Finland, and they were like, can I borrow your phone? And the guy's like, yeah, here, go ahead. And they're like, everyone's so nice here. Maybe Aziraphale and Crowley could help. Oh, and there are bears. Excellent. What kind of bears? I see a lot of black bears. Black bears you can climb trees from. Grizzlies don't. No. Black bears climb trees. Grizzlies just knock them over. I was taking an outdoor ed class in high school, and my teacher was supposed to be teaching us like bear survival smarts. And so he was a much older fellow that just had stopped caring, honestly, about like the rules. And so he's like, brown, black, or polar. Oh. Revered here, and the wolf is unfairly maligned. Did I say that word right? No. We actually have a problem where there's so many wolves that are causing issues for like populations of everything else because they're eating everything. They have like a free, like, you don't need a license or anything. They're like, go and shoot wolves. I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, I had this teacher, and he's like, okay, bear survival tips. When you see a bear, first thing you do, grab your hands, stick them on your head. And he's like, second thing you do, squat. Second thing you do, bend over. And then he's like, and then kiss your butt goodbye because you're probably gonna die. We're like, oh, that's not helpful at all. Probably all the above. You haven't been in the north much. Okay. Are you like southern then? South for you probably isn't like warm. South Canada can stay quite warm. It just rains all the time. Well, on the coast, but 11 hours north. They train Rovaniemi to set the aurora. I don't even know what that means. Okay, so if you were to drive from one side of Finland to the other, how long would it take you? The Trail at the House on the Hill is a fun game. Every time you play it, the outcome is different. These different things can cause difference to happen. Interesting. Is it like a murder mystery kind of game, Clockwork Gunny? I haven't heard of it before. The sky was shut. East-west? 3 hours max. Whoa! That's not very long. North-south, 16 to 22 hours. Okay. Okay, that's giving me an approximate. If I drove across Canada, it would probably take me 5 days. It's really interesting. BC, Alberta, and then you hit the middle, which is just the prairies. It's just flat. And then you hit Ontario, which lasts forever. That's what I'm told. I've actually never drove across Canada. I'd like to. 1,100 kilometers long. Okay. Have you been to all of the areas of it? I know that I need to travel more locally. I would love to. And it's gorgeous. I have one friend who's like a professional photographer, and she's always finding these little hideaway places that are literally like 2 hours into my backyard. And these crazy, like waterfalls and mountains and ridiculous things. And I'm like, okay, I should probably leave my house more. Fate, no, no. But, you know, I don't leave my house much. Heading halfway up, end of July to see the area as he grew up in. It's about 40 kilometers. Okay. That's cool. That should be fun. I love road trips. My favorite part of road trips is driving. Mostly because my favorite, I mean, it depends who you're going with, but I like trapping Mr. David in a vehicle and then I sit and talk the entire time. And he can't run away from me. Not that he'd want to, I think. But I don't know if you've caught on to this, but I kind of like to talk, so. 400, not 40. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess 40 kilometers in 6 hours. You'd be going very, very slow. That would be a slow trip. That sounds fun. You know, I normally don't think that I want to travel until they tell me I can't travel, and then I'm like, but I wanted to go to all those places that I normally would never go to. Okay, let's do an explodey plant. I'm feeling explodey. There are people who can run 40 kilometers in 6 hours. I know, and those people are fantastic and crazy. The other day, I had to run somewhere because my car wasn't working. And I was like, halfway there, I was like, why do people do this for fun? I have high respect for people who run places. What color? Purple. I'm gonna do purple. Lilac purple or dark purple? I think lilac would be better. We're gonna do lilac. Reply to that would involve, oh, Polly tickets. You walk. I love walking. I love walking quickly. Give up on your walking on Saturday, though. Oh, why do you have to do that? Oh, question. What is your favorite form of exercise? I feel like I did this backwards, but that's okay. I love snowshoeing in the winter and skiing. Walking is great. Dancing. That's what I've decided. Not really. It's where a group of 4 people enter this haunted house and you play as you explore. It's a tile game, so you mix up the tiles. Oh, kind of like Carcassonne, but not, maybe. As you play, you place a tile down and certain tiles have events that happen that cause other things to happen. Okay. If you have, don't roll the number needed, it will start the haunt and see which haunt it is and how to stop it. Is it like determined by cards like the haunts? Some all fighting it, some of one person versus the rest and others. That sounds fun! It reminds me of the one game I have. It's called The Forbidden Desert, and there's the original is The Forbidden Island, and you have to like try and escape like a desert you landed in, and there's like you have to try and not drown basically, and you have like limited water supply. It's pretty fun. To do 22 kilometers, but had to stop after 12. 27 degrees. Felt like 30 and you were melting. Yeah. My favorite time to go for walks is at night. Mostly because I live in a very northern, safe community. But it's just cool and lovely, and there's not as many cars, so it's not as dusty. Your favorite thing about Finland? Oh, what is your favorite thing about Finland? I need to send Moonchild some maple. You said that your favorite thing about Finland, and I was thinking about maple things. You can walk anywhere with technology in hand, and no one will give me any hassle. It's so safe. Well, that's good. Oh, like no one would try to like take your technology from you. You know, it's something I take for granted, because in my mind I'm like, that's a thing that would make someone attack you, but I guess so. That's unfortunate. There's like these memes a lot for where I live, and a lot of it's like, why do I live in a place where the cold hurts my face? Because it's so cold, like you walk outside and your skin hurts, because it's just like, or you can't breathe because it's so cold and you're like, I left Dublin because you no longer felt safe there. Oh, is that where you originally lived? It sounds beautiful. I really would love to do Europe. I was in Europe for all of like 2 days as an overnight kind of trip on my way to India. So it's where you were born and grew up. Oh, okay. Okay. See, this works really well in watercolor, and I tried to do this flower on a cookie, and it just turned into a blob. I wonder if it's because of the moisture. Maybe I just have to do it in a way that's, like, less wet. I've been to Oz, too. Is Oz a real place? An Amazon link for the game? Yeah, sure, just stick it in my... Just whisper it to me. And we'll take a look at it. Auto mod block. Yeah, I need to figure out a alternative. I mean, I don't mind. It's not so chaotic that just whispering it to me works quite well, actually. Oh, this one's smaller, although I really liked how big that one was. It was kind of fun. I haven't painted in so long. This is pretty lovely. Although my thing with, like, I have a hard time, like, justifying fun paintings. Because in my head, I'm like, it's a waste of paper. Hobbies are worth paper. Paint. If you want. Closer to partner than affiliate. Oh, are you? Keep streaming. Oh, that's cool. How long have you been with Twitch for, Faced? Okay. There we go. I'm super stoked. Once my one friend becomes partner, they're gonna take one of these things I made and gonna turn it into an emote, and I'm like, this makes me so happy. I see why people, like, make emotes. Oh, you can get it at Target and Walmart. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it would make more sense if I see the... I may have seen it in stores. Not that I've been to a store in a long time. I kind of grocery shop and that's it, sometimes. I'm stuck on 50%. Double your followers. Half an hour stream the other night. Yeah, that happens. I've been there so many times spaced out. It's definitely a grind. It's one of those patience things that just takes some time. For me, I just talk to myself, and my mindset was very much, this is what I'd be doing anyway. But it is a lot of fun when there's people to hang out with, for sure. I love the friends that I've made with streaming. Honestly, there's so many people that I think I have seen that game. Okay, well now that you've recommended it, next time I see it, maybe I'll pick it up, because, I mean, I haven't played board games in such a long time. But recently when I hang out with people, I just end up talking. I'm so boring. That looks like a good one. So aside from board games, what other things do you like to do at Clockwork Gummy? What is something you enjoy? Your COVID beater is Tabletop Simulator. Oh, is it like a tabletop game simulator? Virtually play board games online with people all over the planet. That's fun! If that interests you, we could try it. Although granted, we'll see how good I am. I need things very well explained to me. I'm playing a new game. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Okay, and I'm just gonna do some fluffies. And then I think I'm gonna go in with... We're almost full. We're getting there. I'm gonna go in with another brush. And just do some like, center starbursty bits. That's a little darker. Okay. I'll just watch like a YouTube tutorial. How to play back up to 500. Da da da! Just make me do moose calls constantly like that. Or like thud. Like Gru. I could have more blue. I don't have a lot of this blue flower. I think that's another one we should add. Although I didn't really enjoy the poppies. Maybe we should do a different flower. I'm trying to like pull on some. Oh, I haven't done any of the little. I'll do some gray guys. Just for like a neutral color. Gru! I asked for it. Yeah, I guess so. This is like doing weird things to my voice. Did that work? I'm actually like, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google like how to do a moose call and find some hunting videos. And like, I'm gonna get so good at it. My dad, next time I see him, I'm gonna be like, check this out. I can make moose calls. And he'll be like, whoa, come hunting with me. And more moose calls. Brought to you by the little dino boy. A minion, you're small and round. A minion for which? Just life? Man, I'm like losing. Different Gru. This one is Gru. Oh yes, yes. Oh, minions, I get it. Like the minions. I was very surprised. I once went to Universal Studios and they had like a Minions ride. And I was expecting like roller coasters and rides and things like that. Most of them are digital rides. Like you wear these glasses. And then it's just like a chair simulator thing. And I was like, oh, give me a roller coaster. Clockwork Gummy, oh my goodness. That growl, I know. No, Batman. Hey. All right. Oh, because I'm Batman. I thought you totally, were gonna make, I was just about to moose call again. Okay, here we go. Here comes Batman. And, we're just gonna, hold on. Let me get all situated here. Oh, look at it. I have a cape. Look at this. Look at it. I have a cape. Let me put on my cape. Okay. That thing is huge. I know. He's 2 feet tall. He's gonna take over the screen here. We'll scooch him over until he's in front of the camera, which apparently I can't make happen. Okay. Stay. 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 Okay, here's Batman. I'm gonna disappear. Batman has taken over, and hold up. Let me think of something funny. As in Google's gonna think of something funny. Okay, here we go.
What shampoo does Batman always use? Conditioner. Gordon.
Okay, there we go. There's Batman. Oh, here's mini Batman. I have a little one too, see, look. Oh my goodness. See you later, Polyester Kid. Thanks for hanging out. It was lovely to chat with you again. I hope you enjoyed your hammock and your delicious pita. Feet, be a brown Canadian. Use proper measure. Oh, you know what? It's kind of hilarious how little Canadians. So, I do measure things in metric sometimes and weight. Imagine getting a raid right now and there's just Batman. I know, that would have been pretty funny. They'd be like, what is this channel? I mean, Batman does have his own Instagram. I haven't updated it in probably 7 years, but he does have his own Instagram. It is the Plastic Batman, which I should probably go on and either delete or update or something, but at the time we thought it was pretty fun. I'm so tickled to see people using emotes. My requests, I haven't like checked any of them off. You guys have been so much fun today. I'm gonna skip this one because it's so sad and dramatic. Oh, Instagram has been around for 7 years. Has it? I don't know. How old was I? I think I was 15. How old am I now? Maybe more than 7 years. You have to tell my Essie's daughter she'll drop. Is as old as uncool. Oh, yay! I want to jump in on this. Bam, 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 bam. Thank you, ma'am. Ooh, ooh. Oh, lots of tacos. Okay, I need to fill the middle of this. We could just put a word on it. What time is it? Here you go. You're making me so happy. Okay, and now I'm gonna put some stems on this guy. Try and make them kind of all clumped together. Although right now they just look like little bugs. Okay, we need some more here. Wow! Face Out, you have like all the emotes. That's fantastic. Are those the Pride ones? I don't know how many of those I've gotten. Oh, no, I've gotten a decent amount. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9. I think I have 9 of them. I think Mr. Dayford had like 11. I'm curious how many there are in like total. Although I haven't seen any for the... Did they get rid of Oh, they're not doing that anymore. I guess it's July. I'm gonna click next on. Grew! Hulk, how many do you have? 4, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You have like 22! I think you win. I think you have the most. That's impressive. Were you just in the right channel at the right time? 1, too many. Too many, that's funny. Can anyone ever have too many emotes though? Because I can never have too many emotes. I love having emotes of all kinds. Not a win. Many 1, many 2. 1 many. Too many. Oh, the little Dino boy. Do you have more? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 21, 22, 23, 30. Okay, the little Dino boy might be taking the cake here. There's cake? No, I don't have any cake. Although I've been watching baking shows and I'm like, I might need to get myself some cake. Okay, in the middle here, should we put a cheesy word or just add more flowers? Let's do some more roses, maybe. I'm running out of flowers in my head. I could do some pansies. I don't know. I could just keep doing more of what I already have. That'll probably, I don't want to do too many. Hearing Stephen Briggs read that part of Men at Arms on the audiobook almost made me crash the car. Men at Arms, I have not read that one. I feel like I need to like educate myself on all of these people that you're telling me about. Okay, let's do another big rose. Disco World. You bought Yeah, at the '08 con. Oh, so does Europe have, like, does each country have its own con, or do they do like a big con together? Because I know San Francisco has one. I think the biggest one in Canada is Calgary's. Does quite a large Comic-Con. Well, it's an expo, I suppose. This song makes me feel like I need to go to the beach. I need to go to the dentist. I'm very sad about it, but... UK one is officially the international one. Fun! Let's all go to con together. But for Disco World, am I saying that right? There are present cons and deep breath. Oh man, many cons. North America, Ireland, Holland, Germany, South Africa. Cool. I guess TwitchCon's probably canceled this year, hey? That's something I think would be fun to go to. Australia. Probably forgotten Japan. Whoa. I want to go to that one. Mr. Davebeard, when he was in India, went to the first or the second ever India Con. Apparently it was very small, because no one knew about it. TwitchCon has been canceled. Yeah, I assumed so. I've heard, like, Broadway and Cirque du Soleil, I don't know how to say that right, have both been the circus performer thing has been closed, or has filed for bankruptcy, because they haven't been able to perform. You'd love to make it to a TwitchCon one year? Yeah, me too. I think it would be a blast. Every other year. NADUCon. Since about 10, you think? Wow. First North American Discworld Con was poorly planned. Dragon Con in Atlanta? That's a thing? What is Dragon Con? Does everyone just dress up as dragons? Because that sounds kind of like a fun time. And I'd be down for that. Did you go to the first North American one? Phased out? Dragon Con. Okay. They held it in Tampa, Arizona in August. Oh. That sounds hot. That sounds very warm. I feel like that's a poor plan. For all of us polar bears. No? Dragon Con has a more adult feel, not too risky, but more so. Okay. What do they do at Dragon Con? That's what I want to know. Do you just run around dressed up like dragons? I don't know really what I'm doing with this petally flower. I think I'm just like smudging paint in kind of a floral way. This is what's happening. I'm just gonna smudge paint until it's good. And it's all good. 40 degrees. Our fan run, okay. Non-profit, so once you on your accommodation, you're good. Oh, the membership and accommodation, right. Any con, but costumes can be a bit more revealing. Oh yeah, for sure. Comic-Cons are very commercial, selling autographs, photo ops, time with guests. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh. But Disco World is just like, you pay and you can go in and do anything kind of thing. Do they have, like, can guests come? That was one thing I was surprised at, yeah. Like, paying for autographs and stuff, it's quite costly. I did get an autograph from Carrie Fisher before she passed away, though, so I don't regret that. Oh! That's my miniature human. That is the signal for me. Alrighty. Who's online? Desert free range. Yeah, it's kind of intense. how much money you can spend. You wander up around and chat with them. That's fun. Time to bounce. Yes, for sure. Cool. Okay. You offered him a bottle of whiskey once. Well, let's go say hi to Artsy Chickadee if you want to come and say hello. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Something. But I'll be here. So I will see maybe then. If not, have a great weekend. And until next time. Ciao for now.